Welcome back, guys. I want to make a super quick video about Payload. So this is my 2022 Ford F-250, and for what I'm about to show you, most people would say, wow, you really don't need a 3/4 ton truck for this. Why'd you buy a 3/4 ton truck? Well, let's talk. So I've got my motorcycle in the bed. It's pouring rain, so now I'm really happy I didn't ride out here to New Hampshire, but more importantly, I knew I had things I had to bring home. So these two bins right here are filled with motorcycle gear and some stuff I got to bring home. It's actually jugs of coolant for my buddy. Doesn't matter. Point is, I couldn't fit it on a motorcycle. I have my auxiliary fuel tank, which that doesn't really need to be there because I don't have the camper right now, but it is, so that is what it is. The bike, which is 600 pounds wet with my bags and literally wet, also with the sliders and stuff. Just the cooler and straps and everything else. Tonneau covers 40-50 pounds, so you're talking 1,000 pounds in the bed of this truck right now, probably very easily, especially if that tank is full. Plus I left the hitch on, which I don't normally do. I usually take it off when I'm not towing, but it is what it is. But then we go to the back seat. Okay, I've got this other bin. I've got some stuff that my buddy also gave me. These are like LED light strips, so they're not heavy, but they're a little bit of weight. I've got all my tools back here that I always have. All right, and then I've got my luggage, because now that got displaced to the front seat, so I didn't have to put it on top of all that stuff, although I could have. I just threw it up here. Anyway, so as you can tell, I've got a pretty darn full truck worth of stuff, and 1,000 pounds in the bed plus 100 pounds in tools, 1,100 pounds plus another 200 pounds of random stuff. 1,300 pounds, 1,400 pounds worth of payload of stuff. Then you can count me, 1,600 pounds worth of payload. All of a sudden, you've just maxed out most half-ton trucks just by having this load. And again, most people would look at this and not think you need a 3/4 ton truck for it, and you don't. You max out a half-ton. Now, if you had traded a little bit of this junk that I have for passengers, all of a sudden you can really easily go over that, because if you're at that 1,500 mark with just a driver, now all of a sudden putting humans in these seats really adds a lot of weight compared to just stuff, right? So just for example, I could have a 200 or 300 pound buddy with me. We easily could have stuffed all of our luggage back there, and then that 1,600 pounds is now 1,900, and need a max tow half-ton, or I need this 3/4 ton in order to do that. So the only point of this video is I just want you guys to think about your next truck purchase and really determine what you're going to be doing with it. Even if you don't tow a trailer, you might be surprised how often you go at or above your payload if you don't buy a 3/4 ton or a 1 ton or whatever you're doing with your truck, and whatever that next step up is. For me, the next step up was a 250. For a lot of people, the next step up may be a 350 or even a 450 or a single rear wheel to a dually. So just try to think about it and future-proof yourself, so that if you are doing stuff like this, and really becoming a super user of your truck, for lack of a better term, that you're not going to put yourself in a precarious position and wear it out too fast and damage it because you're overloading it. Guys, as always, thanks for watching. God bless America, and I'll see you on the next one. Goodbye.